Hello again, this is Robert Veach here, and this is my video review of a product called the Drone Keeper Mini. This is the SSB-70D unit, and it can be purchased at www.nichemall.net. That's NICHEMALL.net. There'll be links in the description and the comments section how to order one of these great devices. Now, it comes with an instruction sheet. It has 2 pages on there describing the various modes of operation. The basic mode that most people will use, including myself, will be the wireless mode, where you don't have any connections to your drone or to your airplane to monitor voltage and things like that. And you turn the unit on and put it on your drone or your airplane, and it will detect lack of motion and send off an alarm after 30 seconds. Now, I've marked the unit with the signal, the plus and the minus. I recommend you do the same thing on both sides. That's a little port right there. This side has the piezo alarm and the power button right there, the little red switch. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to charge this, and if you're going to be using it wirelessly, of course, because if you're wiring it up to your system, it'll charge. So you have a little module that's included, and you want to look at the polarity on this module because it slides in to this device on the bottom part right there. So if you look at this module, it says signal plus and minus, and you line it up with the signal plus and minus like that. And then you take any USB port that you have in your computer or an external one, and you plug it in just like that. And this blue light comes on when you've connected your 5-volt USB micro on there, and then you see there's a status yellow LED on the device itself, and that will extinguish or turn off once the internal battery is charged. And I already tested that and tested this in the field. So I have some footage of me putting this on an airplane and walking backwards and getting a really decent range of being able to hear this piezo alarm going off. So the basic operation is very simple in the wireless mode. You turn the switch on and it beeps 3 times, and you can see the red blinking LED. Now it's in a wait state. The yellow LED comes on also. Let's set it down, and after about 30 seconds after I set it down, it should go into its mode where it's going to alarm to let us know that there's no movement on the airplane or the drone. So there you go, it's triggered and it's going off. Now once it's triggered, you can move it around, and it's not going to shut off until you turn the switch to the off position. That's one of the safety features it has. Now there's various ways to connect this up. They kind of define it in the sheet right here. You can control it with a male-to-male cable where you can have one of your spare channels. We're going to try that. So I'm going to show you one of the modes that you can use the Drone Keeper in. I have a male-to-male connector, and I'm doing what they show on the bottom of the sheet here. I have one of my airplanes, and on one of the auxiliary channels I have it plugged in. The Drone Keeper is in the wired mode, and I showed you how to change that. And it is turned on, and it's showing some blinking LEDs, some status. Now if I go to my transmitter and I hit one of the auxiliary switches, then the Drone Keeper alerts. So if I were flying my plane, I could turn it on at any time and hear that. And if I lose control, I can turn my switch on, and of course the Drone Keeper will connect at that point. So very handy to have that. It will also monitor the voltage in this mode and let me know, the alarm will go off if the voltage gets below 4.5 volts. And also, you notice when I unplug it, the alarm goes off the Drone Keeper, letting me know that the battery has been disconnected during a crash. So that's another safety feature that the Drone Keeper has. You can also put your drone battery or your airplane battery right on the plus and minus. You can use this cable, or you can use your own custom cable. Just make sure that you get the polarities correct. That's why I recommend marking it. So I tested again. I'm in the wired mode, and I changed the mode by using the negative wire and touching that contact right there. And when I put it on a power supply and feed it 4-cell, no alarm comes on. And when I drop the voltage down below 4.5 volts, then I get an alarm letting me know that I'm below that threshold. So it looks like it would monitor your controller, and if your controller lost voltage from the battery below 4.5 volts, then the Drone Keeper would alarm you. I can't get the function to work where it monitors the various cell voltages and lets you know whether a 4-cell is dropping or a 3-cell. I can't get that function to work. But it did monitor and alarm me when I got below 4.5 volts, alarming you that the BEC system you're using is dropping below the required voltage for your receiver on your drone or airplane. So by powering the unit up and using the included connector and using the negative wire and looking at this table right here, it says that you can touch this right hand side right here and it changes. If you listen to the beeps, it changes the actual detection voltages per cell, and the default is 3.4 volts. That's one way to do that. You can also change the mode here by touching this side once you turn the unit on. And that changes it from wireless to wired mode. So I have the Drone Keeper on this wing of an airplane. I'm going to turn it on. Wireless mode. And I'm going to walk back from this field and see how I can hear it, how far back I could go. So it should fire off in about 30 seconds. There it goes. Now let's start walking further back. I still hear it. I'm ready past my car. My car was at about 400 feet away. Still walking back. So I think I'm right at the point where I can't hear it. No, I still hear it. I'm a good 600, 800 feet away, and I could still tell where the Drone Keeper is sending a signal. So if I had lost that plane, I would know not to go that way and not go that way, and I would start approaching where the sound is coming from, which would lead me right to the airplane. So that's a testament that it works. Comes on automatically in the wireless mode with lack of vibration after 30 seconds, and it works great. So what's my overall opinion about the niche tech product called the Drone Keeper? I think this is a great idea and a great product. Most people are going to use it in the wireless mode. That's what I'm going to do. I just had it sitting here for 30 seconds and detected no movement. That's the mode that I think is going to be the most useful for most pilots with quads. That way you can move it from airplane to airplane using Velcro. I like the included charger, the fact you can charge it with a USB, the included programming cable to allow you to change the modes and the voltage triggers. The instruction manual needs to be improved, maybe with a step-by-step guide. I get everything to work, but the programming, voltage changes, and the detection, it didn't seem to want to detect the different cells, 4-cell, 3-cell, and 2-cell, but it did detect when it got below 4.5 volts when I was in the wired mode. So if they can improve and clarify this, it would help that. But in terms of how this product worked for an alarm and for me being able to use it in the field and hear where my plane was, it worked flawlessly for that. So for that, I'm going to give this product a full 5-star rating on my channel. And I hope this video review helped you with your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.